Hi, good day. My name is Audley Spence and I'm here to do my Teach Back presentation. The questions that were given to me were from question 100 to 104, and the section that we're working with is Domain 2. Let's get started. Our first question. The requires organizations to implement policies and procedures to safeguard the facility and the equipment from unauthorized access, tampering, and theft. We have four possible answers. Answer A, contingency plan. Answer B, security rules. Answer C, media and device control. Answer D, emergency mode operation plan. As we look at these four answers, we could see that they imply some form of protection of health information. However, the best answer in this case is answer B, security rules, as it is a requirement by HIPAA that all electronic personal health information is protected, and protection must be put in place administratively, technically, and physically. So the most important factor here is to make sure that health information is protected at all costs, and some policy and procedure must be in place to protect health information by an entity. My following question. Following a data breach with less than 500 impacted, how long does a covered entity have to provide notification of the breach to the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services? We have four possible answers again. Answer A, immediately after the determination of the data breach, within 30 days, within 60 days, or answer D, 60 days after the end of the calendar year in which the breach occurred. According to guideline which has been given by HIPAA, answer D would be the most appropriate question in this regard. Answer D. According to HIPAA guideline, at the conclusion of the calendar year in which the event occurred, report should be made within 60 days of the ending of that calendar year. There might be some typographical error here, but the correct answer is within 60 days of the ending of the calendar year, and it should not exceed that. Now to the next question. Barbara requested a copy of her PHI from her physician's office on August 31st. It is now October 10th, and she has not heard anything from the physician's office. Which of the following statement is correct? Statement 1, or Statement A. This is not a HIPAA violation because the physician's office has 60 days to respond. Statement B. This is not a HIPAA violation because Barbara does not have the right to her health information. Statement C. This is a HIPAA violation because the physician's office did not respond within 30 days. Statement D. This is a HIPAA violation because the physician's office did not respond within 15 days. What is HIPAA guideline as it relates to this matter? And which of the question would be more appropriate in this case? or answers instead of statement. Answer C is the correct answer. It is the physician or covered entity responsibility to make sure that a person's request for information or a copy of their PHI is provided within 30 days, barring all the appropriate steps are taken and are followed for the PHI to be released. So again, answer C is the right answer to this question. On to the next question. Sarah Anderson presented to the Health Information Department upset that her health information was sent to the State Department of Health. The HIM director explained to Sarah that this information is part of their mandatory legal reporting requirements, even though the information in her health record is owned by. So the implication of this question is, who owns the information in the health record? Let us look at the possible answers. Answer A, the healthcare facility. Answer B, Sarah's physician. Answer C, Sarah, the parent, the patients. And answer D, the state. I must say that this question is a very tricky question, and one must pay special attention to what is being asked here. So the question is, who owns the information and not the record itself? The record is owned by the facility. The health record of the patient is owned by the facility, the entity, or the doctor's office. However, the information which is in the health record is owned by the patient, as you cannot separate the patient from the information. So in this case, answer C is the correct answer. The emphasis is on the information and not the record, as the record, the health record, is owned by the entity, physician, or entity or physician. On to my final question for this feedback. Gladys, a 90-year-old patient, called the HIM department and tell the HIM department professional that her daughter Joan will be in to pick up a copy of her record to take to her specialist. Which of the following is required by the HIM professional to comply with this request? Which of the following the HIM professional need to do to comply with this particular request? Again, we have four possible answers. Answer A, nothing is required. Gladys has provided her consent over the phone. Answer B, Gladys must provide a written authorization. Answer C, Gladys must repeat her request so that it can be verbally recorded. Joan must sign an authorization when she is presented at the facility. Which is the answer to this question? Answer B is the correct answer to this question, as it is mandated by HIPAA that a written consent or authorization must be given in certain cases for the release of health information, personal health information. And therefore, question B is the correct answer. Why is it necessary that authorization must be given? Some of the things that comes to mind is the unauthorized use of personal health information, the protection of privacy and disclosure matters. Health information are very sensitive information that can hurt an individual. So therefore, the patient herself must give an authorization for the release of her health information. This is the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening.